pounds, 15 ounces. Just wanted to weigh it before I take it out of the bag. This bag is kind of nice. It's got a mesh panel on the back. Have a long carry strap, almost a shoulder strap, as well as the usual handle on the end. I would say the seat material is nothing special. It's just a strong canvas material. But the frame is aluminum. Not magnetic. Also, these elastic bands that hold it all together are kind of extra robust, which sort of gives this frame a superpower. These, yeah, it's already going, it just wants to be assembled. Alright, with frames like this, chairs like this, it's kind of a, well, here, I've got one. Here's a normal one. This is from just some other chair that I have. And when you take it apart, you get this giant tangle of spaghetti chair legs, and you gotta take each piece and fit it into the hole. And it takes about 30 seconds to set it up, which is just kind of a hassle. Like, you're setting up the chair, you know, at a sporting event or something, you want to just throw it together and have it. So with this, just because of the rigid X frame in the middle, so yeah, what makes the design of this one sort of fight you as you're putting it together is that these rotate. You've got the crossbar in the center, but then the two brackets on either end kind of rotate, and then the holes are just always moving. But with the OVERMONT chair, this X-frame is rigid, so the holes always stay up or down as you hold the center. Anyway, here's what I'm talking about. What it allows you to do, take it from a folded up state like this, and you just kind of jiggle it. Maybe a little help, but it all just comes together on its own. And it takes about, I don't know, 5 or 10 seconds. You still have to pull the fabric on like the other chairs, but that was delightful, just being able to pull the frame together in a few seconds. And all it takes is that rigid center frame and some stronger elastic. I think all chairs should do that. It feels so much easier to set up than a regular chair with that kind of frame. Alright, so let's just try it out. So it's aluminum and it's got that flex to it. That is totally normal. It takes a little getting used to. It's part of what makes it so comfortable. You collapse into a steel frame chair and it's just kind of like thud. But aluminum, it's just, the whole thing is kind of springy. So it just feels comfortable to sit in. My sort of test for comfort is, can I sit here with a plate of food and feel like I can eat while also reclining? Some of these chairs, they're reclined so far back that you basically have to sit up and turn the chair into a stool in order to use it at a table or something. But not this one. It's got enough back support that it's comfortable to sit in. You could pull this up to a table and not feel like you have to sit upright like you're sitting on an exercise ball or something. And just continuing to compare to some other chair is striking how similar these can look on a listing, and just how different they are. Similar style, similar shape, and it's not totally coming out on camera, but for one, if you line them up, the OVERMONT chair is just bigger by about 1.5 inches around. So it is just bigger. But more importantly than that, the seat pocket is bigger. So the actual chair itself is not a ton bigger. It's about 22.5, and this one is 21. But more importantly than that, the pocket where your butt actually goes here is like a full 18 inches, and this is maybe 13 inches. So this one, it really just feels like it's hugging you. So again, this is just some other chair from a brandless seller, but that one, that is legitimate. That's just has the feel of a chair that's being designed by people who thought it through. It's being sold by the same people who designed it. That's being sold by some entrepreneur reselling Alibaba stuff. So this chair's legit. What else? Yeah, it has a few features I can go over as well. So there is a pocket here. That is, I'd say that's big enough for a can. That looks like it's designed for a can or a 20-ounce bottle. I don't know if you could put something much bigger than that in there though. Another pocket on this side, easily fit a phone, maybe even a tablet. And I think I'd say if there's one thing I'm not totally crazy about, it's just that the seating position is a little low. So I'm 6'2", about 180 pounds. I sink down into it to there. You can just kind of see my knees are sort of up. So I would be a little more comfortable if this was like 1.5 inches higher. It's not too bad. I wouldn't want it to go any lower than that though. So. Yeah, overall this chair feels solid for what it is, and given that the weight limit is 330 pounds, and I believe it's usable right up to the top of that range, and it would be comfortable right up to the top of the range, which I don't think I could say of some of these other chairs. They advertise really high ranges sometimes, but even if they could take that much weight, I don't know if they'd be comfortable. But this one, I think it actually would be. It feels very sturdy. I love that X design. That takes all the pain out of setting it up, and this style chair can kind of be a pain to set up, so it's kind of refreshing to have one that sets up a lot faster. And yeah, super happy with it.
You just obviously follow the little pockets. And then when you come to do the front, it's kind of cool. You got these two little pull tabs to give you a little extra leverage. You probably don't need it for the first one, because the first one, there's no tension on it. It's the last one, but very simple. You could use it or not, but we found it was kind of cool. So you just a little bit of leverage, and that is it. And it holds 330 pounds, and it's very comfortable. Like I said, got pocket on both sides. Cell phone, anything you're using around camping, or even not only camping, soccer game, your kids, and of course comes in this little bag. Very comfortable, 330 pound maximum weight, and my wife and I both sat in it, not the same time obviously, but very comfortable. It doesn't have the high back, but it's so compact. I mean, let's face it, man, it's about 12 inches, just, so very easily, highly recommended.